Nigel Farage, I bet you're pleased to see the Lisbon Treaty back on the agenda.
Well, the highlight of my year was getting into the fourth pint of Guinness in Kitty O'Shea's pub opposite the European Commission, celebrating the fact that the one country that had been given a chance to have a say had said no, just as the Brits would have done and certainly the Germans would have done. And at that very moment of joy and celebration, an Irish member of the European Commission, someone that worked there, walked past and said, "Forget about it, Nigel, don't celebrate, we're going to continue anyway." It was a very bittersweet moment, and it summed up the modern-day European Union. Completely undemocratic, doesn't give a damn what people think. It's a political class, and particularly with your party in Britain, just imposing its will upon people. And that in the end, is why this European Union won't work. You cannot build a new country called Europe without the consent of the peoples, and you haven't got the guts to ask them.
There's a real risk, isn't there, that with a second referendum in Ireland, this is going to backfire, and there are going to be a large number of people who are going to say, you know, this is a disrespectful attitude towards the people's vote, no matter how many ways in which people try and explain this is a different text or whatever, isn't it? Don't you think, Michael?
It depends.
It's a high-risk strategy for the EU.
To be honest, I think we do ourselves no favours by going on and on about treaties.
And
Nigel, let me finish.
You've broken your promise.
I have a different opinion to you.
So you've broken a promise.
Please let me finish.
Michael,
I actually believe that you elect governments to take difficult decisions, and if you don't like the decision that the government's taken, then vote against them at the next election. I believe in giving leadership, and we never said that we would give a referendum on the Lisbon Treaty. We said we would give a referendum on the Constitutional Treaty. They are totally different.
No, they're not.
And if you don't know the difference, I'll go through it with you.
Name me one power that is not in the Lisbon Treaty that was in the Constitution.
The UK opt-out from Justice and Home Affairs.
Just one. No, 5-year derogation. 5-year derogation. 5-year derogation. You cannot build a new country called Europe without the consent of the peoples, and you haven't got the guts to ask them. To find out more about who we are and what we stand for, go to the UK Independence Party website at www.ukip.org.